What's good, y'all? Back to a brand new discussions. This time we talk about DC Fam. Yes, I know I am way late on this, but I've started school. It's back in session, so honestly, trying to find the time to record these. I guess you can call them side videos or whatever. It's obviously going to take me a minute to find the time, so apologies, guys, if this takes long, but I really wanted to talk about DC FanDome, get a little bit more in depth than what I did with my initial reactions I did when all the trailers dropped. And yeah, so here we are. Now, I'm not going to talk about every single trailer, everything in here. I'm only going to talk about a handful of things. Obviously, the Batman trailer, the Snyder Cut, and Batman Gotham. And I think I might also discuss the Suicide Squad stuff as well. A little bit as well. Also, guys, right before we jump right in, I'm also using the mic from my new laptop I got recently. So tell me down. So I thought like using here just to record to see how it sounds. Tell me down. Tell me down below, guys, what you guys think of it. If you guys like it, I might use it more. Not sure. I might just take a. I don't know if I'm for like these other side videos. Don't know if I'll use this mic for like my main, like episode reviews I do because. Just it's more convenient for me to just do everything in ShareFed rather than have to record them here, then put them into ShareFed, download them, slap it on there, and all that other shit. So, who knows? But yeah, tell me down below, guys, what you guys think of the audio quality. But yeah, man, let us jump right in with the Batman. Obviously, it's going to be directed by Matt Reeves, who you guys know also directed that amazing Planet of the Apes trilogy. I absolutely love that trilogy, man. Those movies are fucking fantastic. And obviously starring Robert Pattinson, which I think let's start off by talking about Robert Pattinson before we discuss the rest of the trailer. I gotta say, I love Robert Pattinson right here. Now, I obviously was one of those people, I think I mentioned this a little bit, how hesitant I was in my initial video I did when the casting got announced. As well, I think I very much when I first tweeted it out. I think it was either on Twitter or maybe Instagram where I just lost my shit. And it's like, no, why do you have him? The dude from Twilight? No! Keep in mind, yeah, now yes, I am a bit of a femba, but your boy did not know Robert Pattinson on the indie scene, ladies and gentlemen. I did not know that this man has his acting chops from other films. He's done more of the more independent, the more indie films he has done. Obviously, since then, and people have also pointed out, I've seen some other videos, I've seen how much agile this guy actually has. Obviously, I've become wiser to that, especially after I saw The Lighthouse a little bit ago. I also want to check out Good Time, which he also starred in that film, which is also done by A24, but I haven't had the chance yet. Anyway, so first off, I love him. I gotta say, this man has it. I know I'm going to sound like a fucking wrestling booker right now, but he has it. He has the look. When I think of a young Batman, I'm definitely going to think of Robert Pattinson. He has the look. He just kind of looks like a young Bruce Wayne. He just has it. I can't describe it. He just has it, So I love the look of him. I love that we actually saw him with like the black like eyeshadow or whatever at the end of the trailer. With the black eyeshadow, I thought that looked really cool because we never seen any other Batman who we've obviously known has like black eyeshadow or whatever around their eyes. We've never actually seen it, so it's nice to actually see it here with Robert Pattinson. Now, like I said before, I'm not gonna know if this guy's gonna end up topping Ben Affleck as the GOAT of live action Batman, but of the live action Batman, we'll see. So I loved him. I thought he looked great in the film. We also saw a bit of Jeffrey Wright as Jim Gordon, which I love how no one has been making a big deal yet. If the shoe was on the other foot, let's say they casted a white guy for Lucius Fox, everybody on Twitter would have a meltdown claiming Warner Bros. Is racist, whitewashing, yet I'm not hearing anyone about blackwashing. I'm not hating on the casting choice or nothing. I'm sure he's going to do great. He's a great actor. Haven't really seen him too much, but from the handful of times I have seen, he does seem pretty good. I'm sure he'll do great here. I've only really seen him from Casino Royale and the Hunger Games movie, which I don't really remember the Hunger Games film, but I did recently rewatch Casino Royale. He was great there as well for the limited amount of screen time he was on screen. So I think he'll do a fantastic job with Jim Gordon. I don't know if he'll be better than the guy that played in the Gotham TV show. His name slipped my mind a little, but when I think Jim Gordon, I definitely look at him. He was definitely the best Jim Gordon ever. That and Gary Oldman. Those two are the best. And speaking of Gotham, let me talk about that right now. This movie, I love the look of it. It's like a mixture between Batman Begins mixed with Gotham, which I like because you guys know how much I love Gotham. And yes, I will review Season 5. I don't know when, but I will. You know what? You guys call me Jimmy. The week after SAO Authorization finishes airing, unless Attack on Titan Season 4, I think, starts airing right afterwards, maybe on Sunday or Saturday, I will review it the Saturday afterwards. I will.
Anyway, with all that being said, let me continue on. So I just want to give you guys a way out there. I want to review Galaxy 5. I will, damn it, whenever I can. Anyway, another thing we know looks like is judging from the end cards, the movie, which kind of give you like the release date, which looks like it's in 2021. It looks like the Riddler will end up being the main villain. Now I don't know if he's the guy that's covered up the duct tape, and that's gonna be like his look throughout the film. Is this him kind of doing a makeshift hush look? But if that ends up being the Riddler, if the Riddler ends up being the main villain, that should be pretty cool. Because the only other time we've ever seen the Riddler as a main villain was Batman Forever, which wasn't really the best take of Batman. And the only times we have seen him recently, anyway, in live action, was the Gotham TV show, and he was absolutely fantastic in that one. I love the Riddler in that show. The Penguin as well, which there's also rumors that he'll be in the film, as well as the Court of Owls. I think I've heard some stuff on, which that tends to be the case. Any of those other guys are in the film. That should be great as well. It looks like we also saw some bit of Selena Kyle is also going to be in the film in some short. I like the look she has, where she's just wearing just like a ski mask, and like the tops of it kind of look like cat ears. I like that like makeshift look, and I like the look of the bats too as well. Because if I remember correctly, this movie is going to be Batman Year 2, so to speak. So obviously he still hasn't completely mastered the Batman look and everything. I like what I've seen of the look. It looks pretty cool. And apparently the Gotham PD series that's going to be on HBO Max will be Batman Year 1, which, judging from the look of this movie, I'm hoping it also ends up being like a spiritual successor to Gotham, the HBO Max series, because I love Gotham, and I just, sad to see it go. But hey, it is what it is, man. Yeah, man. There really isn't too much more I can really talk about. I love the look of the movie. I'm really digging Robert Pattinson as a Batsuit. He just has it. You know, when I look at him, I'm like, I see Bruce Wayne. He just has the look. I can't wait to see more of it. I like the look of Selena Kyle that's in there. I like what we saw here in the main villain with the guy that covered the duct tape. That ends up being the Riddler. It looks cool. And yeah, man, before we end this off and go on to the next thing, obviously, let's just take a moment to appreciate Robert Pattinson beating the ever-living piss out of somebody. Yes! 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 I'm vengeance. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, that it was absolutely glorious. Absolutely glorious, man. I absolutely love it. So anyway, let's move on to the Snyder Cut. So, the Snyder Cut. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, we finally actually have some footage of what it looks like, and wow. I really dig what we saw here. Which first thing I gotta ask, why is this in 4x3? And actually, I mentioned that in my reaction why this thing was in 4x3 because I was kind of confused why it's in that aspect ratio, not in like something like 16:9 or whatever. And then some dude, like in the comments of the video, gets like super triggered. He's like, "Oh, dude, it's in here because of IMAX and all that." So I'm like, "Fam. You didn't like," and I'm reading these, and this dude dropped like 3 different comments on the same video, pretty much about me just bitching about me asking why this is in 4x3, and I'm reading them like, fam, it was a simple question. Why are you getting so fucking bent out of shape over it? But whatever the case may be, you know, whatever. I kind of hope that the whole movie's in 4x3, but hey, if this is what Zack Snyder wants, he wants in this aspect ratio, it is what it is, and I'll just deal with it. Now, let us talk about the Snyder Cut itself. So obviously, this is one that's been shrouded in mystery. Everyone's been like wondering, is it actually real? It doesn't exist. Obviously, now we know it does exist, and I really dig the look of it. First off, the look of Darkseid I think looks pretty cool. We obviously don't know what it's going to fully look like because he doesn't have his armor and everything, but it looks nice from what we see. We also saw a new look for Steppenwolf as well, which I really did this new look. And the rest of the trailer, man, just looks really fucking cool. I really dig, and there's some scenes in here that we saw from like previous trailers from the movie itself, but there's obviously some slight variations in here, and some other scenes that we've already previously seen. If you guys follow Zack Snyder on that social media app he uses all the time, he's posted some black and white screenshots of some of the stuff that we see out here, and it's really crazy to see scenes that we initially saw, say, from the film, but now we see them what they were originally supposed to look like, or stuff we saw more of what was in that initial trailer we got a while ago. When we got that first trailer that was a Snyder before we got Joss Whedon and everything. I really dig the look. I really dig what we're gonna see here, and one of the biggest reason why I'm happy to finally see this is, of course, the return of Batfleck.
ladies and gentlemen, who is the GOAT? I love Ben Affleck. That man is Batman. I absolutely love him, man. Like, and yeah, man, I'm just really, really excited for this. His look is really cool. I can't wait to see more. We obviously saw the black suit Superman as well, which that was a nice touch as well. It looks like this actually is going to go all in with like the stuff we saw, like that nightmare sequence we saw in BVS as well. So yeah, man, I'm just really excited to see this. And before we move on to the next thing, let's just take a quick moment to appreciate Batfleck.
Guy's probably fought hundreds of thousands of other super beings on the other planets he's destroyed, right? And we have to assume he's won.
I don't care how many demons he's fought and how many hells. He's never fought us. Not us united.
Now, let's move on to Batman Gotham Knights, or just Gotham Knights, excuse me. So, this is obviously the new game that's been developed by UWB Montreal, and all I gotta say about this is hashtag Red Hood Main, ladies and gentlemen. So, what we got from this opening trailer, and we'll talk about the gameplay in a second. In this universe, Batman is there, which at first I thought this might have been like connected to the Arkhamverse, but it doesn't look like it is. Is that obviously Batman's the members of the four different members of Batman get a call, and they're all like, hey, I'm dead. The rest is up to you. Good luck. We saw Barbara, Dick Grayson, Jason Todd, and we also saw Robin, which I don't know if that's Damian Wayne Robin or if that's Tim Drake Robin. I think it's Damian because he has the hood, but I think it might. But it could also be Tim Drake as well because he also rocked the hood in the in Arkham City, I think it was. So it could go either way. Either way, man, I'm gonna be maining Red Hood, obviously all day, every day. I love Jason Todd, and yeah, man. And from the little teaser we got right here, I also like all those little cinematics, or not cinematics, like those intros of how they get introduced, like with like their logo appears right behind them when they jump. Looks really cool, and from the little bits of combos they can do from the trailer, at least from the world premiere trailer, looks really cool, man. And I can't wait to play as Red Hood. It's gonna be fucking awesome, man. Like, whew. That's going to be awesome. It looks like everyone also gets back pods as well, which I think is pretty cool. One thing I found interesting is it looks like Barbara is actually rocking her her outfit in this looks very inspired from, I believe her name was the Barbara Tate run of the character from 2015. She was the artist of that new Batgirl, that Batgirl series that I think came out right before the end of the New 52, or I think might have been the first one of Rebirth. I'm not sure. I'll put images up on the screen and I'll correct myself. But her outfit looks very inspired by that, which I think is actually pretty cool because I really did that outfit actually. So yeah. Now let's move on to what we actually saw of the gameplay, which was we saw some stealth and we also saw a boss battle with Mr. Freeze, and the gameplay itself looks really fucking cool. I'm not gonna lie, it looks really cool. And one thing I found interesting about this, or weird, is that this is only 2-player co-op online. I'm surprised they don't have full 4-player co-op so you can play with all the characters at once, but whatever. The stealth looks really cool. The combat itself looks really cool. It looks Arkham. It does look based off of the Arkham City, but I wouldn't say it's straight up just the free flow combat. But I definitely gained some of the Arkham, the Rocksteady freeform combat vibes. It looks pretty cool. Now, we didn't see all the characters in this gameplay. We only got to see Barbara and Robin, which I kind of thought that we would like to see some Jason Todd action. Come on, give me my boy Red Hood. But hey, I digress. It looks really cool. This obviously isn't the full game. I don't think we even got a release date with this at all. Yes, we did. 2021 is going to be coming out. Obviously, there's going to be alternate costumes in this because Barbara's rocking. Because I believe both Robin and Barbara are both rocking different costumes as well. This new costume she's rocking here looks very much like her outfit in the New 52, at least at the start of it. Yeah, man. I believe, and one thing I also found kind of interesting is that if I remember correctly, in the gameplay they mentioned how the bosses, the levels, are adaptive. So, say if you go in there and you're level 10, it's not going to be oh, you're level 10, you're under level. They will adapt it. But if you're also level 50 or level 100 or something, and you think you're just going to overpower them, no, sir, they're going to adapt it to
whatever your level is or whatever. I believe is what they said there. So if that's the case, it's pretty cool. And I like the design of Mr. Freeze. And from the little bits of the boss battle we just saw, it looks really, really cool. And I'm definitely excited to see more of the game, whenever that is. Maybe we might see some at Gamescom, TGS, or maybe we might see some stuff at E3 if that even happens next year. But I really dig what I see, man. I really, really dig what I see in this game. And hopefully next time they show gameplay, they show my man Jason Todd, like, give them, come on, let me see some of that Red Hood. I want to see him busting caps and motherfuckers. Come on, snapping necks, come on now. So, whatever that is. So, whatever, man. But hey, I'm really excited for this game. It looks really, really cool. And I'm not going to lie, I'm a little bit more excited for this than I am about Marvel's Avengers, if I'm being real. Yeah, man, it just looks really fucking sick. And I can't wait to play as Red Hood, because that's going to be my main. I call Red Hood, ladies and gentlemen. I fucking call Jason Todd. He will be my main, and I'll probably fuck around Nightwing too. And if the Robin ends up being confirmed to be Damian, he'll probably be my second. He'll probably be my second character I play the most with, because I love Damian. He's like he's my favorite Robin. I love Damian. He's one of my favorite DC characters. I absolutely love Damian. Anyway, now let us move on to the Suicide Squad. Now, with the Suicide Squad, we obviously got to see some new. We got to see some, like, not really much of a trailer. It was more of like, hey, here's some behind the scenes, and let's talk about what the movie's about. Like a little bit of discussion about the movie itself. Not a full-fledged trailer. A lot of it was just behind the scenes stuff. And from what we saw, it looks really, really cool. And I mean, imagine being James Gunn. This man was a victim of cancel culture from like 10-year-old tweets, and Marvel fired him for Guardians 3. So he goes and defects to the end, and he goes to DC and takes care of the Suicide Squad, which, let's be real, is kind of like DC's version of the Guardians at this point. And then Marvel Disney, I should say, comes begging to him, please direct Guardians 3, and he does it, and they let him keep doing Suicide Squad. This man has me laughing to the bank. So it makes me feel good to be James Gunn right now. You give Marvel the fuck you, and they come crawling back to you, begging you to do Guardians 3, because they know that it won't be as good if you don't do it, and they let you keep doing this. So I gotta give James Gunn his props, man. It must feel good to be James Gunn right now. Anyway, from what we did see, it looks really interesting. Obviously, my man John Cena's in here, so obviously I'm a little bit more excited for this for that reason alone. But yeah, besides that, man, we also got Margot Robbie returning as Harley Quinn. I really dig her new costume that she's rocking in here, and knowing from how the Guardians films turned out, I'm sure this movie's going to be fucking bombastic, crazy, funny, and it'll probably have a ton of emotion to it, a lot of heart to it. That wouldn't be surprised if it ends up getting a little bit more emotional around the end of it. And yeah, man, I'm definitely excited to see the Suicide Squad whenever that does come out, because it looks from the little bits and pieces we saw from here and from some of the cast members. We got Margot Robbie returning, we got Idris Elba in there as well, and of course my man John Cena. I'm obviously more excited. I am obviously excited for this film. So whenever it comes out, I think this one's also coming out in 2021, I think, or maybe I don't know. Did we get a release date for this actually? I don't think we did, but regardless of such, I'm definitely excited to see this whenever it does come out. We actually do get a full-fledged trailer. Now, that wasn't the only thing suicide-related we got. We finally figured out what Rocksteady has been up to, and that is Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League, ladies and gentlemen. This is going to be a PS5 and Xbox Series X exclusive. And yeah, man. Now we didn't really get to see much. We didn't really get any gameplay at all. This was just more of just like a CG announcement trailer. We see the cast. Obviously, we got Harley Quinn, we got Deadshot, we got Boomerang, which Harley calls him a boomer. I wonder if that was done on purpose, considering memes of today. I like her design. It looks really cool. She doesn't have like her typical blonde hair or anything. Her hair is pretty much black. It's kind of like blackish, brownish, kind of, with like the red and blue added on there. It's a lot darker, I guess you could say, than what you typically expect from a Harley Quinn costume. It doesn't look as colors aren't as vibrant or bright as it usually is. The rest of the cast is cool. I like the Deadshot is also a black dude in here, probably done because of Will Smith in Suicide Squad, which I love Will Smith as Deadshot. I kind of wish he came back for here, but whatever, man. I loved him as Deadshot. I thought he was excellent. But then again, when is Will Smith not cool? When do you not love Will Smith? It's Will fucking Smith, ladies and gentlemen. Anyway, Besides that, I like the banter from the guys. I like their voices. And it looks like this one now. Obviously, with the title of Kill Justice League, this is obviously going to be the Suicide Squad against the Justice League. We saw that Superman is once again evil in this version, which that's one thing I know a lot of people have been complaining about. Like, oh my God, evil Superman! It's so played out. Which I mean, I'm not entirely against that as well. Like, do I think they kind of go to this well a little too much at times? Yeah, but I'm not. But I don't really mind it either with them having an evil Superman. I'm more curious to see how this is actually going to play, how much more of the story we're actually going to see. Like, how do you have all these like D-list, B-list characters that going up against these like literal gods like Superman, Wonder Woman, Martian Manhunter, Green Lantern, or whoever the Justice League character ends up being. Superman mostly included. I like that his S is also kind of like is a bit more inspired by the Man of Steel look, kind of, which I like because the Man of Steel S is like my favorite of the S logos. I love that. And yeah, not really much to say with this one because, like I said, it was just like a cinematic announcement trailer showing off like, hey, here's the characters, here's the basic gist, and you know, whatever. Yeah, man. I don't really got much to say with this one other than I'm definitely excited to see more whenever that is. Did we get release date for this one? I believe, yeah, 2022 is this one's gonna come out, like I said before, PC, Xbox Series X, and PS5. Kill the Justice. Yeah, I think this one does take place in the Arkhamverse, I believe as well. I read somewhere that it does. I don't know if that's been confirmed yet or not. But yeah, I'm excited to see this, man. I'm excited to see where this goes, what we're going to see more gameplay wise. I'm more curious about the gameplay because you guys remember in Arkham Knight, we saw where they have like those like tag team ones where you like do these tag team finishers and you switch over to another character and you go play with them. I'm curious that if they're going to continue on with that and maybe go full on with that. Maybe like have this game be a bit more co-op, maybe let you do co-op and all other stuff. I'm very curious to see what they're going to do with this. Tell me down below, guys, what you guys think, obviously, as well. What do you think the new Suicide Squad game could be? What do you guys want as far as gameplay? Maybe you guys got some ideas from theories of, like, if you guys are bigger in comments, you might be able to come up with some ideas of what you think the story might be. Tell me all that down below, because obviously I don't really got much in terms of that, because I'm obviously, as you guys know me, I'm obviously always been more of a Marvel guy myself. But yeah, I'm very interested by this game, and I can't wait to see some more whenever that is. And obviously, it's going to be really cool because it's Rocksteady, and they've been taking like what? They've been like fucking MIA for like 5 years working on this game, so obviously it's going to be good. Because after Arkham Knight came out and all the DLC came out, they just went radio silent. Well, there's also that Arkham VR, but after that, they just went radio silent on anything. And obviously now we know this is what they've been working on, the Suicide Squad game. So yeah. Definitely excited to see more once we finally get some gameplay and all that shit. I like the cast that we got here, and who knows? I'm definitely curious how we're going to end up killing the Justice League, how that's going to work. But anyway, I like the banter we got here, the chemistry between characters, and honestly, I look forward to hopefully playing as Deadshot, because I've been really digging Deadshot from the movie as well as from what we saw here in this game, and this little trailer as well. And yeah, man. So that's all I really got to say about DC FanDome. Tell me down below what you guys thought about this, what you guys thought about that, what you guys think of the trailers that got announced, what you guys think of the Batman, the Snyder Cut, the Black Adam trailer, the Suicide Squad killed the Justice League. Tell me all down below, guys, what you guys were excited for, what you guys like, what you guys kind of hope that you want to see in these games. Tell me all of that down below in the comments. And yeah, man. I hope y'all enjoyed the video. Leave a like if you did, subscribe if you're new, follow me on Instagram and Twitter if you like it, links down in the description box below, and as always, come back for more. See you guys next time.